Hello, today I will be talking about movie review number 1046. This is Janet Planet. Janet Planet is a 2024 movie directed by Amy Baker. This has A24 films and BBC films in it. I saw this movie on June 30th, 2024 at AMC Newport and Levee 20 in Newport, Kentucky. So this is about 11-year-old Lacey. She spends the summer at home with her mother but also with three strangers that her mother invites to their home. And Gracie has has a big imagination. So this movie takes place in rural Western Massachusetts in 1991, where 11-year-old Gracie spends the summer at home, enthralled by her own imagination and also the intention of her mother Janet. As the months pass, three visitors enter their orbit, all captivated by Janet and her spellbinding nature. In those solitary moments, Gracie inhabits an inner world that is so detailed that it begins to seep into the outside world. So, this movie captures a child's experience of time passing and the ineffability of a daughter falling out of love with her mother in this film debut by Annie Baker. And so Janet invites three people into her life: her boyfriend Wayne, her friend Regina, and local video group leader Avi. Lacey becomes debitor of all three people, but remains attached to Janet, while Janet grows frustrated with her daughter's clinginess. And Janet is worried that Lacey may not, what's the word? I think in a way, Janet is worried that Lacey may be too clingy to her, that she may not want to find any friends. So, I like that the movie is called Janet Planet because Janet is Lacey's mother, and yet Lacey is involved with her own imagination, and it's like she thinks of three people being into her home. It's like three people entering their orbit. So the movie is actually broken into three parts based on the three strangers that come into Lacey's and Jana's home. Wayne, who is Jana's boyfriend, Regina, Jana's friend, and Avi, who is the local video group leader. So in the film, we see Julian Nicholson as Janet, who is an acupuncturist hippie. So Seguro as Lacey, who is Janet's daughter. Elias Cortez portrays Avi, who is a video group leader. Sophie Okonedo portrays Regina, who is Janet's friend. And Will Patton portrays Wayne, who is Janet's boyfriend. So there are three parts in the movie that focuses on each of the three people that Janet invites to their home. And they're all in different ways. But there is one similar thing about all three people. Despite their presence in the house, let's just say they each have different characteristics on trying to be a part of this group in different ways. Some of them may be good, some of them may be bad. But Lacey becomes attached to Janet, even though Janet hopes that maybe one or some of these people that she invites to her home might help Lacey not be so clingy to Janet. But but Lacey has her own imagination that is definitely wonderful at times. But Janet wonders if this imagination of hers can make her more clingy to her and not like be more social towards others. Because There was a scene in the movie which I won't explain too much. That Racy goes to a camp. I believe it's a summer camp, but it doesn't exactly last very long. And Janet just wants Racy to be social towards other people and maybe find some friends of her own. But she also worries that if Racy becomes too clingy towards her, that might not happen. And maybe Janet wonders if these three people that come into their house might help Racy not be so clingy towards Janet, but we will see. I thought it was a pretty good movie, and like I said, they all end the three parts end in different ways. I won't say how or what, but it just ends in different ways. But yeah, it was a pretty good movie. So that's my movie review of Janet Planet Precinct 2 from this movie review. Alright, goodbye.